Hi, everybody. Okay, so today was kind of strange because I was thinking about putting in a subtitle for the title. I do that if something sticks up in my mind or to let you guys know what's gonna kind of come up and if you want to watch it or not. But I couldn't come up with one because I couldn't come up with a nice, clean subtitle because, yeah. Well, I mean, other than boring again. But anyway. Okay, so I'm going to start kind of backwards because I'm going to start with the most exciting piece and then work my way back. Okay? The most exciting piece was with Luna and Will because we had to decide what was going to happen to Will. Because remember, from Friday, Luna took out the weapon and it looked like she was going to use it. And you have to keep in mind that the chief of police is there watching on webcam what's going on. And apparently, you're supposed to believe they have backup just in case something happens. Whether or not that's true, I don't know if I totally believe that or not. Okay. So that was the most interesting, and nothing happened there. She didn't do anything. She just told him, get out of here. That's all she said. So then you know that nothing's going to happen to Will, and she's not going to do anything. So then she can't be, she didn't commit any crimes, therefore she's not in trouble yet. The operative word is yet, but I'll get there. Okay, backing up. Rich tells Brooke that he's engaged to Taylor, and I didn't care because I don't care about the storyline. I don't care because there are two key pieces of evidence that you need here. Sorry, information. I'm in trial mode. Sorry. Okay. Brooke and Ridge have a history, long history. Ridge does not. Taylor and Ridge. Okay. Taylor will always be the backup chick. Let's be completely honest here. Okay? If you believe that she is not the backup chick, you have not been watching it at all. Because Rich said in some form, oh well, you're always there for me. Something, okay, I'm paraphrasing because I don't remember exactly what he said, but he said something to the effect of, well, you're always there for me when Brooke lets me down. Okay, code. Women out there, men, I don't care who you are, this can be used. When somebody says that to you, that means you're the backup. That means you're second choice. And I don't know anybody who wants to be second choice. Okay, so backing up. Uh, Taylor and Ridge are in Eric's house. And meanwhile, we haven't seen John McCook, Eric, in a while. Because I think now he takes a lot of vacation, which is cool. He's earned it. But I'm just saying we don't see him that often. Okay. So he happens to come in the house and be in the front room. And then Taylor tells him that we're engaged. His reaction is, oh, wow. Okay. I don't know what to say to that. Literally what I was thinking when I found it out. So, John McCook had the same reaction that a huge majority, I would say, of the audience had. So, thank you very much for that because, yes, I was not excited. I was perplexed. I was shocked. I was like, what? And that has been my reaction about this, which should be a signal to somebody, producers, writers, whoever wants to take it, that maybe we don't want this storyline. Get a clue. Okay. So, um, yeah. So then, let's see. Brooke by herself says, well, uh, Taylor proposed and Ridge accepted, so they're engaged. And I said at that moment, after she said it, I was like, okay, get over it. Find somebody else. I am so over this triangle, it's not even funny. Okay, so spoiler alert. Um, Now they really want you to watch tomorrow, apparently, because they're showing clips of what's to come. And finally, I believe we're going to get some resolution on the Liam situation, which is good because I was prepared to cry. Then I was confused, and then I was like, what's going on here?" So I need some resolution there. Okay. And then Luna is gonna do something to somebody. I think it's gonna be Sheila, which is gonna be really odd because if you remember their dynamic in the beginning, when Lucy Amani came on, and then it was discovered that Finn was her father. Remember that whole thing? I covered it. Okay. So if Finn's her father, then Sheila's her grandmother, right? And then we all joked about how it's being transferred through the generations. The kind of like evil, you know, um, has no regard for people in a sense. When you piss her off, she goes off. We kind of laughed about that, but I'm afraid something's gonna happen to Luna, and the reason why I have question marks is because I got some information. Okay, we all know she got in a movie role or something, right? But then I think what happened is, and somebody else talked about it too, and when they talked about it, it made sense. I believe the writers had an idea of what they wanted to do with it, but then when that happened, they had to like change course. So then when it was kind of up in the air, there were question marks. There were question marks in the story too, which I kind of picked up on because I was like, okay, they were talking about this way before, and now it's totally done a 180 and makes no sense. What are they going to do here? And I said, the theories I said was maybe she's going to do something to throw her back in jail, but then it makes no sense. Why would they pardon her if they're going to throw her back in jail? Okay, maybe they're going to do something with Sheila and her, but then why would they do that? Because they just started having a relationship. So every theory I threw out there, I pulled back because it made no sense to do that. Because if you're writing a good story, you want to go in a line, okay? And if you want to do a surprise element, you might want to zig or zag one way, but then ultimately you want to do straight line so people can follow it. The way they were doing it is like, what? And when it confuses me, you got problems because I could usually follow anything. And this is not the case with the Lunar storyline as of yet. So I'm still waiting patiently on that. But yeah, so I think the stuff is gonna hit the fan starting tomorrow. So be prepared for it, okay? Bye everybody.